Hello, everybody. It is Sunday, February 15th, and welcome back to the Nick Watkins Show. I'm Nick Watkins. Let's get into it. We are going to talk basically only about the Olympics today, Olympic hockey. There were 4 games yesterday. So we talked about Sweden and Slovakia, Germany and Latvia. Latvia upset Germany, which opens the door for the United States to clinch Group C today with a win or a overtime loss or a tie. Finland beat Italy 11-0 yesterday. Whew, that's bad. And then the United States beat Denmark 6-3. It was close for the first part of the game, but then towards the end, Team USA pulled away and won 6-3. So that's 4-2 for the United States so far in these Olympics, and a chance today, like I said, with the Germany loss to Latvia, to clinch our group with a win or a just 1 point. So it'll be overtime loss. 2 games already happened today. The first one, Switzerland beat Czechia 4-3. The other one, Canada beat France 10-2 and clinched their group, Group A. And we got to talk about Macklin Celebrini because Mac did it. He did it again. He scored another goal. That is his. He scored 2 goals, actually. So he scored a goal in every single game so far in this tournament for the Canadians, and he scored 2 in today's game. He had 3 points in total, 2 goals and an assist. One of the goals was a penalty shot. And so let's take a look at some of the accomplishments today. This is from the NHL. Macklin Celebrini became the first NHL player to score a penalty shot goal at the Olympics. He surpassed, I don't know how to say that, but he surpassed this guy, Mata or something. No disrespect to him. I just don't know how to, that's a lot of, those are 3 A's with a double dots on top of that. I'm not even going to try. He surpassed him for the most goals by a teenager in an Olympic tournament with NHL players, and we've only played 3 games. There's still more to go. And he tied Evgeny Malkin for the most points by a teenager at an Olympic tournament with NHL players. So with only 3 games played, not even into the playoff round, Macklin Celebrini has the most goals by a teenager in an Olympic tournament with NHL players in it, and tied for most points by a teenager in an Olympic tournament with NHL players in it. This kid is something else. He is something else. The first game of the Olympics, I was watching Macklin. He looked a little bit, I don't want to say scared, but he looked a bit, overwhelmed by it all. He wasn't playing like he normally was. He was shying away, not trying to get in the way. But then he got that goal at the very end of the first period in that first game. And ever since then, he's just been on fire. He worked his way onto the first line. He's playing so well. And Team Canada clinches their group, winning all 3 of their games, 10-2, spanking on France. Other games today, Denmark and Latvia playing. It's 3-2 right now, and then the big one for the United States, the chance to win their group and get that bye against Germany. We need a win, or I don't know if they have like overtime. I'd assume they'd have overtime, but they need a win or an overtime loss. They just need 1 point to clinch the division on this last day of regulation play against Germany. Germany is a lot of teams' sleeper pick to win the whole thing, or not to win the whole thing, but at least to get a medal. They have a good dynamic duo. They have Stützle and Draisaitl, 2 very good NHL players. They kind of lead the charge for the Germans, but the United States has got a very good team as well. We know that. And it's going to be an important game today because you want to be able to get that first round bye. And even though we would have the same amount of points as Germany if we were to lose this game straight up, it's the head-to-head matchup that determines it. So the United States is guaranteed a bye, but you'd rather have the win on the groups, you would face a lesser opponent in the first round because you don't want to have to, chance playing Canada or, uh, who's the other one? That one was it Slovakia or was it Finland? I can't remember who won the other group, but you don't want to have the chance playing a good with good country in the first round. You'd rather have that bye and play one of the teams coming out of the play-in tournament for lack of a better term. So it's going to be very important that the U.S. wins this game today, and it's not going to be easy. This is probably our toughest test so far in the Olympics, but I know we can do it. And just try and play better hockey because right now we do not look like a team that could take down Canada. I mean, they just scored 10 goals in a game. So we got to have a strong performance here to give us some momentum going into the next part of the tournament, which is um, the playoffs. Playoffs. So that's all for hockey today. Gotta have a quick episode. Gotta get to work in less than an hour. The NBA All Star game is tonight. It's Team World versus Team America, I think. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but um, that's a cool tournament format. I like what they're doing. All Star Game, they've kind of been tinkering with it for many years, just trying to find one that everybody likes. And this is a cool one. This is very cool. We'll see how it goes. Steph will not be playing in it because he's hurt, which is unfortunate. But yeah, so that's what's going on there. And that's going to do it for today's episode. Got to wrap it up quick. I know it's not super long, but I mean, that basically sets the tone for everything. Canada won. U.S. has got to win today to keep pace. It's going to be a good day for hockey, and we'll come back tomorrow to discuss it in full. Maybe we'll have somebody on tomorrow. It is a holiday, so everyone's probably free. That's a good idea, actually. I'll make a note of that. I'll ask Noah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode, and I will see you tomorrow.